Globally, the Green Revolution of India is a historic development. There is no denying about it. Because at that particular time, we had to find a solution or answer to the abject poverty and hunger that exists in India. See, when the first Green Revolution happened, it happened through the public sector. So from that public sector, it has now moved into private control. So the second Green Revolution that is coming through private control. So which means, on the one hand, we have the Indo-US Knowledge Initiative in Agriculture, which means the US and India have now signed an agreement under which the US will supply just technology to us. They are not going to collaborate. They just want to market technologies which agriculture universities are going to accept and promote, for which India will have to pay now. That's the kind of privatization that has taken place. And whether they are relevant to India or not, I think is nobody's concern. And that is why I am worried that in the days to come, Punjab will become a citadel of that kind of technological revolution which will destroy whatever remains in Punjab today. In fact, Punjab today is a victim of the technological input that came in, which is the reason for the destruction of the land mass in Punjab. Punjab is a testament to what is going wrong, and I think there's a tremendous lessons to be drawn from Punjab. What has happened in the last 40 years now is that the natural resource base in all the areas where intensive farming is practiced in India have actually been destroyed. The soil fertility has almost come down to zero. And water table has plummeted to such a low level. In fact, it is water mining that has created the problem. And then, of course, pesticides and chemicals has contaminated not only the soil and the environment, but also the food chain. What a wonderful model of development we have created. Farmer is a very clever man. When he sprays pesticides and chemicals, for himself he grows in a small patch where he does not apply chemicals. For the market, he doesn't mind spraying as much chemicals as is possible to buy. So he knows it is harmful. In Punjab, you have cocktails being sprayed. They don't mind, because as long as it brings them money. In India today, we have 600 million farmers. Every fourth farmer in the world is an Indian. If the farmers are wanting to quit agriculture, or if the farmers are finding it difficult to survive, It is essentially because the system was so designed that farmers have to be popularized. All over the world this system operates, and that means that as long as the farmer remains, the corporate control cannot move forward. So you have to push farmers out. So there is what I call as the exit policy for agriculture. And that is what is happening, whether it is through the seed policy, whether it's through the policy of genetically modified crops, or whether through the policy of biodiversity control, or you name it. All policies are so designed that everything is now going into corporate control, or facilitates the entry of corporates. I think we need to understand the bigger picture. Then it becomes clear to us where is the food or the food structure, in whose hand it is going into, or who will control the future of the food. Should we go in for second green revolution? Now, is there a way out? Can we sustain our farming systems without going through all these kinds of corporate control? The answer is yes. Lots of farmers in Punjab have now begun to realize that their love affair with intensive farming is now over, and they realize the mistake that they did. And after realizing this mistake, I think there is a corrective step that is being introduced, which is to go back into the natural farming system, which can produce enough, which sustain the environment in an ecological way, and also which provide money in the hands of the farmers. In the erstwhile Punjab, which was bigger than the today's Punjab, there was this system of sharing and caring happening in various parts of the state, despite the feudal structure. And I think that is something we can go back to. This is not to romanticize, but it means one thing, that we have to build structures where community control takes over food. And I think that is the way forward for ensuring food security.